So for math today, we're going to be working with an open-ended problem, meaning that there are many ways for you to solve this problem and that there is not one right solution. I'm going to want to see you do a couple of different ways that you could go about meeting the end of this problem. Now, here's what it's going to be. You're going to be adding two numbers, simple enough. Then the sum of those two numbers, the answer for those two numbers, has to have a couple of things. One, it has to have more flats than rods, and it must have more rods than ones. So when I look here, right, I know I'm adding two numbers. I know that I'm having an answer down here. This answer needs to have more flats than rods and more rods than ones. So when I think about flats, my rods and my ones, my flats are my hundreds, my rods are my sticks, and more of these, and these ones are over here. So let's take a look and see what could potentially work for this. So I have my notebook set up. You don't have to have it set up like this. If you want to have a reminder where the flats are equal to 100, the rods are equal to 10, and my ones are equal to 1, that's totally fine. You could even write the question if you want to. And you want to add two numbers, these two numbers here. The sum or this answer here, this guy here, needs to have more flats than rods and more rods than ones. So let's take a look at what that could look like. I'm going to draw a 3-digit number. And I need to have more flats than rods. So I know that this number here, my hundreds, needs to have a larger number here than over here with my tens. So what could that be? Could that be, if I have a 3 here, 3 flats, then my tens over here can only be 1 or 2. I'm gonna make it 2. And here, more rods than ones. Ooh, okay, so it has 2 here, so that means that this here, which is my ones, could be a 1. I could maybe do something different. I could have it instead be 3, 1, and if this are 3, 2, and 0, I could even do 3, 2, and 1 because here again, I know that my 3 is larger than my 2. I have more flats here than I do rods, and I have more rods than ones in both of these. Now, if I tried something like say 452, I want to check here. Does that work? Do I have more flats than rods? No, I don't. I have 4 of them here and this one here is 5. So I could change that and I could make this 652. Similarly, if I did something like say 738, let me take a look here. 7, do I have more flats than rods? Yes, I do. Perfect. Do I have more rods than ones? Ooh, I have 3 here and I've got 8 here. 3 is a smaller number than 8. So that's the kind of the hard part is you got to start with your sum and think about, if I've got this 321 or 320 or 323 or 652, then what I need to do now is I need to think about two numbers that equal that. So let me demonstrate with one of mine. So if I'm doing 321 as my sum, equal to some number plus some number. Here I can make it 111. If I'm adding 111, I need to add another, I need to get this to my 3. So if I'm looking here to get my 3, I need to add 2. So I need to add 200. Here, if I've got this as a 2, ooh, I got to go from 1 to 2. This could be a 1. And from here, from 1 to get to 1 in the end, I need to add 0. So I could add this and make this my equation that would equal my number in the end. Give that a shot today. Try to work on that for about 15 to 20 minutes. See how many different equations you can make. If you get really stumped and you can't find any, take a picture of your work, show me what you got and show what you did, and then move on to our next task today. Okay, I appreciate your effort today and your perseverance. Remember, just because you might get one that doesn't work or isn't correct right away, doesn't mean you're not learning from this. If I had a part here where it didn't work, how could I change my hundreds or how can I change my tens and when I add my two numbers together?